This video seems to be a bit dark. I guess the sun and the moon are trying to exchange places a little bit early in the morning. And I am sorry, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Alright, listen. I'm going to have to change up my format in the near future. Come up with some better, more creative ways to get at you guys, because there's a lot that needs to be said that I haven't done. So let me work on that. In the short term, like what you call right now, aka in the meantime, let me tell you something about this shutdown. It's messed up in a few ways. First and foremost, how are you going to shut down the government and not pay employees of the government when the government exists for the people? As many ways as this country is ran like a company, in a lot of ways it should be, it's still not a company. Okay, it's not a for-profit organization. It is for the people, funded by the people. That's what taxes are for. So this is crazy, extra crazy, that you're going to have people going into work and not paying them. It's if it's essential for them to be paid, and what they do, quote, has to be done, then you should have to pay them. You know? Fuck a park and fuck a museum. I'm not worried about that shit. You know? It sucks if those employees are furloughed, but you can't have TSA workers in the thousands working and not paying them. I mean, that's crazy. If you're going to have them work mandatory, then you pay them mandatory. And it shouldn't be complicated, because we shouldn't be shut down to begin with. And if we do shut down, like, let me see, I think people in the military still get paid because they're essential. I'm not sure what other branches of the government. But if you are still working and have not been furloughed, then you should get paid. Furloughed is bad enough, but how are you going to be furloughed and still have to come in? That is some bullshit. Anyway, the problem that we're having, so we can understand this issue, fundamentally it comes down to is one of the branches of government, namely Congress, one of their houses, the most important and powerful of the houses, is the Senate. Now, there's some things the House has access to that's very important, and blah, 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 blah. No argument about it. But the most powerful house is the Senate, because the bill has to go from the House to the Senate, agreed to by both houses, and put to the president. Well, since the president does not want to play ball, fuck the president. It's about the people. The Senate needs to have a big enough majority. If it's 2/3 the vote, 100, I don't know what it's got to be. But whatever it needs to be to override a veto, that's the number of senators that need to say, we're on board to pass a budget to get essential employees that are working paid. Period. See, the reason why that's not going to work is for the simple fact that the third branch of government, the Congress, has a Senate House that really genuinely believes that Donald Trump is their boss. No, he's not. He's powerful. He's the president. But he is not your boss. This branch of government is a check and balance for the president. You don't work for him. You work for the people. That's why it should be your highest priority to make sure that people get paid. The people are not demanding a wall. The people are demanding a paycheck. It's so screwed up. And as long as Republicans in the Senate and the House also, but as long as congressional Republicans believe that Donald Trump isn't their leader, but is their actual boss, then we've already screwed up the foundations of our democracy. Because the founding fathers had a pretty good system set up. But the one they didn't count on was the sycophant Republicans that are so afraid of losing any kind of position or their job that they look at the president as their boss. And the balancing element of the three branches of government has now been screwed up. And until that gets fixed, until the Republicans view Donald Trump differently, it's kind of screwy. Now, the House has been taken back by the Democrats, which is important. But as long as Republicans view Donald Trump not as their leader, but as their employer instead of the people, we're pretty much screwed. Anyway, that's what I want you to understand, is the Republicans can pass a bill without the president's help. They give him a bill, he vetoes it, it comes back to the Senate, and then they have enough senators, and I think it's 2/3, like 67 of 100. Once they say, we want this to go through, it will go through. But the problem is the Republicans don't want to do anything that their master doesn't tell them, which is Donald Trump. And that's not their job. Their job is to respect his power and support him in many occasions, but not all occasions, and not to view him as if he dictates their actions. And that's currently how it is. All right, well, this was a very lengthy political viewpoint, but I had to drop it on you guys. If there's something that's not clear, send me a comment. I have no problem of responding with a follow-up video. Take care.